Greetings everyone, this is Char and welcome to the JustAskChar advice channel. If you have an email for advice, you can send it to JustAskChar@gmail.com. Today I have a letter from a young lady and she writes, Dear Char, I had twins with a guy 10 years ago. We didn't stay together, but we recently got back together. He is divorced, and I split up with my husband due to a lot of problems that were not going to be solved anytime soon. He had been in and out of jail for the past 5 years. My children's father asked me to marry him, but I have to get the divorce. Our sex life was always good, but it had started deteriorating recently. He cannot hold an erection and wants sex less. He's in his 40s and I'm in my 30s. He hasn't been able to finish what it started and I am craving it. I wonder if he's cheating on me. We don't live together. After his divorce, he now lives in his grandmother's house because he has some financial issues. I'm not downing him because I understand that a divorce or loss of income can change things and make it hard on your situation. I had to move in with my dad myself. We do plan to get married when our finances are better. I'm really going through it, and I'm not sure what to do. Thank you so much for your letter. For some men 40 and over, their libido has dropped, but I don't think you should think of him cheating on you just because he's having the issues that you mentioned. Now, as far as dealing with that, there's different methods that can be used, and also it could be medical, so he can actually see a doctor and see if it's some health issues. Or what I'm thinking, it may just be the pressure of his new life now. He has financial issues from the divorce. He had a family that he was taking care of, a wife and maybe some other children, I don't know. But he definitely had your children as well to take care of. And now with a divorce, he has to live with a parent or grandparent, which means he's sharing, he doesn't have his own. There is no telling what type of setback he has had financially due to the divorce. A lot of divorces are not simple. No telling what this guy has and is going through. And as I said, in my opinion, it's more so stress than anything. Now you're in your 30s, and that is a time that women do desire more sex at times because our testosterone levels increase. I would never say that is not important, and especially if it's important to you. But it's something that you may want to discuss with him if it's causing you issues of not wanting to go forward in a relationship. But I will approach that gently if I was you, because again, he's divorced, he has financial issues, he doesn't have his own. That is a lot of pressure. I'm sure that he's enjoying you with the time that you guys do have together, and he's enjoying times with his twins. But it is a stressful time, so again, approach gently, and you can just mention, or in fact, why don't you look up some techniques? Start there. That way, at least you can initiate it without putting that pressure on him. Look up some different techniques start working there. If the techniques that you're using do not work and increase things, then maybe you can suggest that he goes see a doctor. But make sure you do your homework. Look up all techniques. Change up. Change the location. The temperature of the room. Try different oils. And when I mean that, I mean essential oil, so you can have a different scent. Add massage. I always find that to be very arousing. Massage him. Nice hot bath. Shower him. Wash his back. Dry him off. Just anything that will be a little bit different than what you're doing now. So try some of those techniques. Give it some time. Try not to be impatient with him. And when I mean some time, I'm talking at least 30 days, 45 at the most. And again, if that doesn't work out, then maybe suggest seeing a physician. But please be easy when you mention this. Be very gentle when you mention these things. Don't just, you know what, I think you need a doctor because blah, 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 blah. The man has enough stress going on, okay? Be patient with him. Now, as far as with your situation, you're still married, so you would have to get a divorce. And getting a divorce sometimes, and it depends on the state. If a person is incarcerated and you're trying to get a divorce from that person, it can be difficult. Also, you will be paying for it. That's the other thing. Now, you mentioned that you're going through some financial issues and you had to move in with your dad. There is a lot of financial issues, and that is one of the things that cause divorces or is named as one of the top two between the money and the sex. So make sure you have those things settled before you say I do a second time. Best wishes to you. Thank you everyone for tuning back in to Just Ask Char. And again, if you have a letter for advice, you can send it to JustAskChar@gmail.com. And who knows, your letter may be the next letter that I read. And until the next letter, peace.